Shalom, this is Jax here at Nomadic Wonders, and today we are in our kitchen, but we're doing something a little bit different. We are going to speak about Moringa, and this is for the Moringa Outreach Project through Moringa for Life. It's an amazing course, great way to learn more about Moringa, how to grow it, and how to implement it in your life. So today I'm just going to teach you guys how to get Moringa 3 different ways through 3 different amazing drinks that are delicious and nutritious using Moringa. So with Moringa, you want a daily dose of Moringa, one way or the other, whether you drink it or eat it. You don't want to cook with Moringa because then you're gonna deplete the minerals and the vitamins and the good enzymes. So you don't want to cook with it necessarily. You want to do I like it raw. Fresh is better. You know, they have different properties. So we're going to be using dry powder, and when you're using the dry powder versus the plant, like the fresh plant, the profiles are slightly different. So for example, with dry powder, you're going to lose a little bit less of the vitamin C. With fresh plant matter, you will have a higher vitamin C content, but the potassium, magnesium, all the other minerals tend to go up once it's powdered. So that's something to keep in mind when you are using Moringa. The reason I like Moringa is for the anti-inflammatory properties it contains. It's also amazing for blood sugar and diabetes, insulin resistance. Amazing way to get your vitamins and minerals and trace minerals as well. So this is really a powerhouse for your daily life as far as your healthy lifestyle goes. So we're gonna be using Moringa as in 3 different drinks for us to get it inside our bodies for health and wellness and vitality. A lot of energy when it comes to Moringa. And I'm here to educate you for 3 different ways to take Moringa in. All right, so the first recipe we're gonna work with is an electrolyte. And because Moringa is packed with potassium and magnesium, we are gonna use this as an electrolyte. Now we are gonna use other minerals here, and you want 3 main minerals. You want your salt, and you want a good salt. You want pink salt, Celtic, or true salt. You want magnesium and potassium. Now, because Moringa already has magnesium and potassium, I'm not gonna use as much of the minerals in here, but I'm gonna use some just to kind of balance them out. So the first thing you wanna do for this recipe is, there are different ways as far as making an electrolyte with Moringa. You can literally pick any fruit that you like or any flavors, lemon, limes, and pretty much keep it do it through this recipe just using like strawberries, lemon, limes. But this one I'm going to be making a strawberry passion fruit Moringa electrolyte. Okay, so that's the flavor that I picked for today, and again you can use other fruit. So let me move this out of the way because I don't need that right now. And the first thing you're gonna do is take 3 passion fruits. They're in season right now, and that's why I picked this fruit for today. So you're gonna put it in your blender. And the reason we are going to do that, let me get a knife real quick. The reason why we're gonna do that is because passion fruit has a lot of seeds, and we wanna make sure we blend it well. And that way we can strain it easier. So we're gonna do 3 passion fruits. You can even use mango. Any fruit that's in season would work for this recipe. So you can really make it your own. And I'm gonna do freeze-dried strawberries for this recipe, and just like a handful. I thought it would be fun. Just get creative with it. So it's gonna be a passion fruit strawberry flavor. So to this, I'm just gonna add a little bit of water. I don't want to add too much. I just wanna make like a paste, or not a paste, more like, not quite a smoothie, not quite a paste, somewhere in between. So I'm just gonna, let's see. Okay, so we have our puree, fruit puree, and this is how it looks like. This is going to be our flavor, okay? Natural flavors this is what we mean by natural flavors. This is what you want. You don't want anything on processed foods that says natural flavors. Don't do that. Get natural flavors from your fruits, your berries, all that's natural flavors, okay? You have that now. So you're gonna need a container. You need something to stir your liquid with. All right, so the next thing you're gonna do, for this recipe, we're gonna be using some magnesium glycinate, okay? Magnesium is a calmer, good for it's something that we do deplete pretty often, pretty quickly. So get your magnesium, helps you relax, distress. So I'm gonna use 1 teaspoon of magnesium. And then we have potassium citrate. Again, potassium, it's one of those minerals that we will deplete. Now, if you have kidney issues like acute kidney failure, talk to your doctor before using potassium. Don't be afraid of potassium though. Potassium also has been shown to protect the kidney, so there's that. All right, so you have your magnesium, potassium, and now you're gonna do 1/2 teaspoon of your salt. Okay, and it goes in there. All right, so you're gonna kind of stir that around a little bit. And then the next thing you're gonna do is add your flavor, your fruit of choice. Now remember, we're gonna strain that because the pulp and the seeds of the passion fruit might be a little harsh for some people. And then 4 cups of water go in here. Actually, before we do that, let's add our moringa. Now, when you start with moringa, I highly recommend sticking with 1/2 teaspoon, 1 teaspoon if you've never had moringa. If you're a moringa pro and you've had it in your system, you can go all the way up to a tablespoon. For this recipe, we're just gonna do 1 teaspoon. Actually, we're gonna go ahead, let's do 2 teaspoons just because it's a moringa. All right, so we did 2 teaspoons. And again, you can go up or down. And then you're gonna stir that up because moringa is kind of interesting. It tends to want to float at the top, so we gotta make sure we kind of incorporate it in there. Now, something you could do is blend it if you want to do that. And then you want 4 cups of water. Now, moringa will make it look greenish because it's green. Now, your sweetener. Actually, I'm gonna bring this back in because we are gonna blend it because we need to blend the moringa into the water. Now, if you have diabetes or have a sugar issue or you're trying to just kind of cut the sugar out of your life, I would recommend getting some monk fruit. And this is monk fruit in erythritol. And for this recipe, you want at least 1 tablespoon. 1 tablespoon. And it's really to your liking. Like if you don't want as much, that's fine. You could blend your monk fruit with coconut sugar, which I love doing, blending my monk fruits with natural sugars like monk fruit, maple syrup. So we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of that in there. And it's really to taste. All right, so I'm gonna pour it back in here actually, so I can blend it all up and make sure that all my moringa and all the minerals are blended well. All right, so when you think everything is well incorporated and blended well, you can go ahead and filter it out into the container that you desire. And we're gonna put it right in here. So I'm using a small strainer here to catch those seeds from the passion fruit. Sorry. So the seeds kind of clog up your the strainer here. So we have blended it really well. You can add some ice to your drink. If you want it sweeter, since you want it sweeter than the monk fruit and the coconut sugar, you can add some monk fruit drops and bring it to the desired sweetness of your choice. And I'm adding ice. And here is your first tropical Moringa electrolyte drink ready to be enjoyed. Here you go. Got that. Okay. All right. Our next recipe that we're going to be working on, it's what I call jungle milk. And jungle milk is my alternative to what we call Ensure. I don't know if many people are familiar with Ensure, because I'm sure they are, because they feed it to them at hospitals, or they recommend it to the elderly or the malnourished. So I decided to come up with my own recipe for nutrition and to raise vitality in the elderly and those who are needing the extra boost for nutrition. And again, our powerhouse is going to be Moringa. Moringa, I guess, because of Moringa's profile with the minerals and vitamins and the nutrition in it, that's why we use it in our jungle milk. For jungle milk, you're going to need some coconut milk. I prefer the coconut cream. So you're gonna need about 2 tablespoons of the coconut milk, of the cream. So I like to get something that's unsweetened, organic, and it's literally just coconut milk or coconut cream. The cream is gonna be on the top. So you're just gonna add, yeah, it's solidified, about 2 heaping tablespoons of the coconut cream. Now, because Moringa tends to want to float to the top, we need to emulsify the Moringa with the fat. So again, I'm going to use, for this recipe, since it's a smaller recipe, I'm only going to use 1 teaspoon of Moringa. Okay. All right. And I am going to bring in 1 cup of almond milk. You can use coconut milk. We can use almond milk. It's gonna make it richer. Remember, we're going for nutrient dense. Now, if you're having an issue with kidneys or anything with oxalates, you might not want to use almond. Just put water or coconut milk. Okay. You're gonna need 1 thumb of ginger and 1 thumb of turmeric. These are anti-inflammatory powerhouses, great for digestion, great for the gut. So we're gonna put those right in here with our Moringa. And I'm actually, instead of adding more water, I am going to add another cup of milk. Again, you can use plain water, so we're up to 2 cups of milk here. Okay, there you go, 2 cups. You can also use an avocado, frozen or fresh. This will make your jungle milk thicker, more like a smoothie versus just a milk. I'm gonna go ahead and add that in. It's really, if you want it really cold, freeze your avocado beforehand and put it right in. It's amazing. It's easy. There you go. It's easy. It's easier. Cut. All right. Now, what else can you put in here to make it yummy? Now, I like to put a dash of salt. Just a little dash. Just a little dash. Brings the flavors together, but also it's an electrolyte, okay? It's one of those minerals that we need. Now, as far as flavoring, you can do cinnamon, nutmeg, or pumpkin spice, or vanilla. I'm gonna add just a squirt of vanilla. It's basically to your desired taste. And I'm gonna put a little bit of pumpkin spice in here. Probably half a teaspoon or so. Now with this, you gotta make sure that your milk gets warm enough. When it gets hot enough, you know that the moringa and the fat from the coconut has come together and emulsified very well. If you wait and if you don't wait and it's cold, that moringa is not going to blend well. All right, so we're gonna make a smoothie. All right. Okay, so my jungle milk is complete. At this point, you want to taste it. Make sure it's like to your liking. Remember, if you make something yummy, you're gonna eat it or drink it. If you don't, you're gonna not wanna. Okay. So I can tell you right now, I want mine sweet. You can drink it like this if you wanted to. But something we forgot is our monk fruit. So we're gonna add. I have a tablespoon of monk fruit. And we're gonna add monk fruit sweetener because I don't want it too sweet, but I want it sweet enough. About 5 drops. And again, because I like blending my sweeteners, because I do, I am gonna add half a teaspoon of coconut sugar. This is a half, okay. All right. And then we're gonna blend it again, just blend the sweetness. The nice thing with this drink is that you're in control of your sweetness. You don't need to have it super sweet and you don't need to have it like not sweet. Okay, that should do it. All right, there's the jungle milk. It smells delicious. It's gingery, turmeric-y. I like the spices in it. But look how thick and nice that is. This makes a powerhouse as far as nutrition goes. It'll keep you full, satisfied, gives you a lot of energy because of the moringa, and you're gonna enjoy it. Just enjoy life with your jungle milk. All right, now let's move on to another recipe, one of my favorites, and that is my moringa cacao nib latte, cacao nib moringa latte. You can call it whatever you want, but that's what I call it, okay? For this recipe, we are going to need, again, you're gonna need a powerhouse blender. This is a good one for that. The trick with this recipe is to get cacao nibs. Can you make it with cacao powder? Perhaps, however, it's for this recipe, trust me, you're gonna want the cacao nibs. It makes it richer, creamier, fattier, and it works really well with moringa, the way it blends and emulsifies because of the fat in the cacao nibs. Cacao is gonna be huge for people with high blood pressure, people that need to just calm themselves down, rich in copper. So if you're a copper deficiency, moringa and cacao nib together are powerhouses. So before we blend anything, we are going to grind our cacao. Cacao can be ground to make a paste, and that's kind of what we're gonna be want to do. For this recipe, we're gonna use 2 tablespoons of the cacao nibs. You can go up to 3 tablespoons if you want, but 2 to 3 would be great. If you want it more, chocolatey afterwards, you can maybe add a little bit of cacao powder. But but I don't think you will need that. All right, so we have a coffee grinder, we have the cacao, and we're going to plug it in. So we're going to, and then I will show you how it looks like when it turns into a paste. So you know what I'm talking about. You can actually hear it in the motor right now when it's changing. And that means that it's pretty much almost ready. So if you heard that, that means that it's getting close. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do it one more time just to get a little bit more paste-like. But if you can see, it went from nibs to, let's see, show you. Look, here's the nibs. So we want it a little bit more pasty than that. Yeah, it gets stuck to the bottom of the blade, so you just kind of take a spoon and just kind of move it around. Okay. There you go. All right, so now I have it the way I like it. So here, see how it's more like paste? Now you know what I'm talking about the paste. All right, so you're gonna take that paste and you're gonna put it in your blender, whichever blender you're gonna use. And actually, you can take a cacao nib and actually make chocolate from the cacao nib because it already has the fat in it. So we're gonna put that in, and you can add more if you wanted to, but I find that 3 tablespoons equals about 1 tablespoon of the cacao paste. And that seems to be plenty. Again, you can go up or down. All right, so I'm trying to get all of it in here. Okay, all right, let's put this to the side. All right, so to this, we are going to add some coconut cream again and some moringa powder. So we're gonna do, for this recipe, I'm probably just gonna do 1 teaspoon of moringa, and again you can go up to 3 teaspoons. For right now, I'm just gonna do 1 teaspoon, that's fine. And I'm gonna do 2 tablespoons of the coconut cream. And you can use water or you can use your nut milk if you want. I'm just trying to make it creamier because I like things that are creamy. All right. And about 2 cups of milk. Let's see if it has the measurement. There's 1 cup, and here's, do a little bit less. We'll do that. 2 cups of milk. That looks good. I will add a dash of salt because salt brings out the chocolate flavor. And I'm going to do a tablespoon of monk fruit. You can always go up or go down. About a teaspoon of coconut sugar. Blend those sweeteners so that way you don't use up all your monk fruit. And I usually like about 5 drops of the monk fruit. It just seems to be a perfect blend when we do that. You can do a dash, and when I mean a dash of nutmeg, just a dash. Okay, not a lot of nutmeg. It just gives it something special, you know. So just add a little bit, not too much, especially for kids that don't like it. Put your lid on it. I don't think I'm forgetting anything in here. All right, so the main thing with this is that to make it creamy and chocolatey and all that, I want you to make sure that when you touch this blender, it is warm to the touch. That's gonna make it rich and hot. We're going for a latte, right? And you can even heat it up even further by putting it in a little saucepan. And yeah, if you wanna do that. But this is like, give it a shake if you don't want the, yeah, chocolate's on the bottom. I'm gonna go ahead and shake it a little bit because it looks like the cacao is kind of stuck to the bottom. We wanna make sure we blend it very well. So it's kind of sticky. All right, okay, blend it a little bit. Okay, yes, go do this again. All right, so it's not ready because it's still cold. So the fats have not emulsified the moringa or the herbs yet. So we're going to All right, so this is done. The blender is warm to the touch. I could even go a little bit longer, but for the sake of the video, I'm gonna stop right here because everything seems to be blended well. And I'm going to open it up. And now you have a cacao nib moringa latte. You can have it cold or you can have it warm. Here it is. So here are our 3 recipes using moringa as a powerhouse for hydration. This is for nourishment. And this is for enjoyment. Okay? So all 3 different ways are amazing ways to get moringa into you. It's our vitamins and minerals in a powder. And now it's taste time. So this is my passion fruit strawberry electrolyte. It's very refreshing. Now I could even put a little lemon in here if I wanted to, just make it a little bit more refreshing. But I'm going to leave it like that. It's up to you. You can put lime. It's up to you. Make it however you want. If you want it sweeter, add some monk fruit. Here is my jungle milk. Now jungle milk can be served over ice. You can put some ice in here if you want it colder. If you want it cold, some people like cold drinks. I don't mind room temperature drinks. This is a very thick, that's really good. Ginger, turmeric, moringa. Remember, this is our Ensure alternative. And if you just want to sit and have a nice latte right before bed, because guess what? Cacao helps you to go to sleep because of the magnesium content in it. Enjoy it nice, cold or hot, cacao nib moringa latte. That's delicious. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video where we use moringa as our powerhouse to get a lot of nutrients into us. And it's really a good idea to get moringa into your body on a daily basis because it does accumulate. The health will accumulate in your body, and that way you're gonna reach your health goals a lot faster. Well, thank you so much, and I will see you guys later. Shalom.
I'm gonna try the passion fruit strawberry electrolyte drink with moringa. Whoa, that's good. I like that. It's really sweet, fruity. I like the passion fruit flavor. There's some strawberry. I can definitely taste the strawberry. That helps make it sweet. And the monk fruit's really good in there too. Okay, sorry, I'll stop drinking that. It's so good. All right, here's the jungle milk with moringa. It's really creamy. It's got like a spice flavor, but it's not too spicy. I like it. And that one is chilled, so I like that. The more you drink it, I think the better it tastes too. All right, now for the favorite one, cacao nib latte. That's better than hot chocolate. If you want to enjoy something at night and get your moringa, yeah, this is what you want. Okay, that's good. Thanks, Jax. I want some more of this. I'm done.